Ever think you're the family hero, only to find out they see you as a walking ATM? That's me, Danielle. And this mess started with a phone call from my mom after almost a year of radio silence. "Danielle, sweetie," she cooed, her voice all sugar-coated razor blades. "Come home for dinner this weekend. We miss you so much." I smelled the drama from a mile away, but I said yes anyway. Dumb, right? I thought, maybe this time she actually wants to fix things. So I drove from San Francisco to Sacramento, picturing Mom hugging me and saying, sorry. For all the years I carried them, house bills, my sister's tuition, you name it. But when I walked in, it was too perfect. Shiny table, flickering candles, Mom hugging me just a beat too long, like the kind of hug that screams something's off. Dad, Robert, was parked in his armchair, silent as a statue. My brother Caleb swaggered in, rocking a pricey hoodie I'd bet my last dime I paid for without knowing. Then there's Brianna, my sister, filming a selfie like she's auditioning for reality TV instead of family dinner. I sat down, faking a smile through their shallow chit-chat, until Mom dropped the bomb, her tone switching to rehearsed ice. "Danielle, we've got some news for everyone." Caleb leaned back, smirking like he owned the world. Brianna finally put her phone down, first time all night. "We've finalized our will," Mom said, folding her napkin like she's in a movie. "The house, the Tahoe Lake house, everything. It's going to Caleb and Brianna." I blinked, my fork nearly slipping. "What?" I almost yelled, barely holding it together. Dad just stared into his wine like it'd save him. "You're doing great, Danielle," Mom slid in, smooth as butter. "You've got your company, your condo. You don't need anything." Dead. Silence. It felt like a punch to the gut. I looked around the table. No one flinched. Caleb's smirk grew. Brianna looked smug as hell. That's when it hit me. They'd known all along. This dinner wasn't a family reunion. It was a setup to kick me out of the game. I'd paid for this house, that lake house, everything they had for 10 years. And now they're saying I don't need anything? Oh, they had no idea the drama I was about to bring. They were in for a wake-up call. After getting axed from the will, I was done playing nice. Mom just told me I didn't need anything after I'd bankrolled their lives for a decade, and I snapped. "You think I'm your personal ATM?" I shot back, my voice shaking but loud enough to make Caleb choke on his smug little smirk. The table went dead quiet, except for Brianna, who rolled her eyes like I was the drama queen here. "Let's not make a scene, Danielle," Mom sighed, like I was the one being unreasonable. A scene? Oh, I'd give her a scene. "How about the $500,000 I've dumped into this family?" I said, standing up so fast my chair scraped the floor. "The mortgage I paid when Dad lost his job? Brianna's tuition she flunked out of? Caleb's fake startup cash that vanished?" "That's not a scene. That's a damn crime." Caleb scoffed, leaning back like he owned me. "What, you keeping a tab? Send us an invoice then." Brianna chimed in, all sassy. "You're loaded, Danielle. Quit acting like some broke martyr." That was it, the last straw. "You're right," I said, my voice ice cold now. "I thought family meant something. Turns out I was just your sugar mama, and I'm done." I grabbed my coat and stormed out, Mom's weak Danielle, trailing behind me like she actually cared. Spoiler, she didn't. Driving back to San Francisco, I was shaking, not from sadness, but from finally saying no to their crap. Back home, I yanked open my banking app. There it was, $1,500 a month for their mortgage, $600 for utilities, $300 for Caleb's business, $250 for Brianna's dumb subscription boxes, all still sucking my account dry. My finger hovered over the screen for half a second, then I hit cancel. One by one. Every click felt like I was smashing the chains they'd locked me in for years. "Successfully canceled," the app chirped, and I swear I breathed for the first time in a decade. Freedom tastes pretty sweet, until the next morning when my phone blew up. 9 missed calls, 5 texts, all from the leeches I used to call family. Brianna. "Wow, so this is who you are." Caleb. "You're overreacting, sis." Mom. "The house is behind. We need to talk. Overreacting? Oh, they hadn't seen anything yet. I smirked, hit block on every single one of their numbers, and waited for the real fireworks to start. 3 weeks of peace, 3 glorious weeks without my family's whining or begging for cash. I was sleeping like a baby, thinking I'd finally cut the cord. Then Mom texted me on a Friday afternoon, all bossy. Family meeting, 7 p.m., old. House. Not an invite, it's your responsibility. Responsibility? Oh, please. I knew it was a trap, but some dumb part of me thought, maybe they've grown a conscience. Spoiler, they hadn't. I rolled up to the house and there they were, Caleb's flashy BMW, Brianna's tacky pink Mini Cooper, and a vibe that screamed ambush. Mom swung the door open with a fake grin. Danielle, you finally came home. Home? More like a snake pit. Dad sat in the living room, clutching a drink like it was his lifeline. Caleb and Brianna lounged on the couch, smirking like they'd already won. So, what's this about? I asked, arms crossed, not bothering to sit. Dad cleared his throat, all serious. We need to fix this tension. I laughed, dry and loud. You mean the tension from me not paying your bills anymore? Mom jumped in, voice dripping with fake concern. You overreacted, honey. Caleb snorted. Yeah, cutting us off? Real mature, Danielle. I stepped closer, voice low and sharp. Mature, I've kept you all afloat for a decade. You're not family, you're parasites. Brianna smirked, tossing her hair. You're just mad you didn't get the inheritance. That lit the fuse. Inheritance? I snapped. I paid for everything you're inheriting, you ungrateful. Brats! I turned and walked out, Mom yelling after me, Don't expect to come back if you leave. I didn't even flinch. I was done. But they weren't. That night, I got home and froze. My apartment door was sealed shut, grayish-white, expanding foam oozing out like some DIY nightmare. I didn't need to guess who did it. My hands shook as I pulled up the security cam app. There he was, Caleb, hoodie up, spraying foam all over my door, grinning like a punk who thought he'd get away with it. I saved the video, grabbed a screenshot of his dumb face, and called the cops. 30 minutes later, an officer stood there. Eyebrows up. You want to file a complaint? I smirked. I didn't call you for a coffee chat. He scribbled it down, asking, That's your brother, right? I looked him dead in the eye. Not anymore. Next morning, Dad called, pleading, Sweetheart, does it have to go this far? Caleb was just upset. Upset? I laughed. He sealed my door shut, Dad. What if I'd had a kid in there? He picked the wrong girl to mess with. What do you want to drop this? He asked. $30,000, I said, no hesitation. For the door, the hassle, and his stupidity. He sputtered, That's insane. I grinned. No, Dad, that's consequences. 3 days later, $30,000 hit my account. No apologies, just cash. But I knew they weren't done playing dirty. This was just the warm-up. So I thought $30,000 from my family would shut them up after Caleb's little foam prank. Wrong. They couldn't handle losing their cash cow, so they went full villain mode. My phone started buzzing with texts from people I barely knew, cousins, aunts, that nosy old neighbor, Mr. Taylor. Aunt Sheila. Your mom worked so hard, and this is how you repay her? Cousin Leah. Cutting off your parents? Cold. They'd flip the script. I was now the greedy jerk who ditched her poor family. I knew who was behind it. Mom, the queen of guilt trips. When she couldn't squeeze money out of me anymore, she weaponized shame. Too bad for her. I wasn't about to let her rewrite my story. I opened my laptop and hit up Facebook, typing the real tea. I dumped $500,000 into my family over 10 years. Mortgage, bills, you name it. Never asked for a dime back. Then they cut me out of the will, said I don't need it, since I've got a job. I stopped paying, and now they're crying abandonment. Truth is, they're not broke. They're just mad they're free rides. Over. This isn't for pity. It's for anyone who's been a family ATM and dared to say no. I hit post, and it blew up. 3,000 shares in hours. My inbox flooded. Some clowns barked, "Families forever, don't air dirty laundry." But most got it. "Been there, you're a badass for this." Strangers spilled their own stories, and I realized I wasn't the crazy one. They were. Then Mom called right on cue, screeching, "Danielle, what the hell? You're ruining us!" I didn't yell back, just stayed calm. "Ruining you? No, Mom, I'm just spilling the truth. You made me the bad guy. Now everyone knows who you really are." I hung up, smirking as I watched the city lights from my window. They thought they could bury me with lies, but I'd just turned the tables, and this game wasn't over yet. After I dropped the truth bomb online, my family went radio silent. No calls, no texts, no guilt trips. 3 months of pure bliss. I was finally free, living my life like I'd escaped a cult. I signed up for a photography class I'd always wanted, jetted off to Paris for coffee by the Seine. Hell, I even hit Lisbon and Tokyo. No more bailing out Mom's bills or Caleb's flops. My money was mine, and it felt damn good. Then the gossip trickled in. A friend spotted Mom waitressing at some diner off 5th, looking like she'd aged a decade. Dad, hauling lumber at a supply store, no more free ride for him either. Caleb's, still jobless, burning through whatever cash he had on another tech idea that'll never launch. Brianna's influencer gig? Tanked. Sold her pink mini to pay debts. They're crumbling, and I'm over here sipping espresso in France. Funny how that works, huh? Then I met Ethan on a hiking trip. No grand gestures, just a chill dude who didn't see me as a paycheck with legs. For once, I didn't have to prove my worth. I could just be me. Standing on my balcony one December night, city lights twinkling below, I realized something. Getting cut from that will wasn't a slap in the face. It was the best gift they never meant to give. They accidentally set me free from their leech. Fest, and I'm never looking back. So what do you think? Ever had a toxic family pull this crap on you? Drop your stories in the comments. I want to hear how you broke free.